gracious bundles of love from heaven during the summer so I can do this? There was one man that stood up and said, you know what? If we do not let Ben into our program, he will go somewhere else. He laid himself on the line. So I'll take another step. Right? So I get accepted to the program. Now, all of a sudden, I'm walking through this program, and the next thing you have to do is you have to be ordained. Like, they don't just let you do this. Like, I could go online and download it, but I want to go through the right process. Like, I love the Wesleyan Church. If you cut me, it's what I bleed. I will fall off the log of theology of what we believe every single second of every single day. It's what I will die for. I meet in front of my ordination board. One guy looks at me and he said, Ben, I don't even know if you're a believer. Right? And so all along the way, right, there's open rebuke. And I took another step. And I took another step. And I took another step. When he said that to me, you know what I did? I put the tail between my legs and I ran to the only person I knew who to run to other than God, and that's my father-in-law, Matt Miller. And I said, man, I don't know what to do. I said, I'm ready just to give up. All of I just want somebody somewhere. And at that point, Jesus turned. Right? Think about this mom. Over hell and high water, you are not going to stop me. It's a nameless mother. If she was such a noteworthy person, we don't even know her name. Why? She was so inconsequential in the grand scheme of things that Jesus said, I didn't come for her. I came for the Israelites. The open rebuke came. Now check this. The woman, right? I could imagine her like elbowing, like, because she went mama bear at this point. You know what? You know, like mama bear, like, you get out of my way, I will rip your head off. And like hell hath no fury, like not a woman scorn, hell hath no fury like a mama scorn. She heard like what he said, and she was like, and she ran in front of Jesus, knelt down in front of him, and what she said? Lord, help. I'll tell you, man, after that guy who was going to stand in my path and say, man, we ain't going to ordain you. I prayed, God, help. Actually, you know what I prayed? Open the door to another denomination. The Wesleyan don't want me. Somebody somewhere has to, right? And guess what happened to that guy? He got transferred to another place. I met with another ordination group of people, and I just sat there as they cried. I started crying, right? And I said, man, we're so excited. We're so excited about what God's going to do. What about that other guy? And behind closed doors, somebody said to me, well, we don't even know if he's saved. Which is kind of funny. That's what he said to me, right? But listen. She said, Lord, help me. Here comes the next naughty verse. Are you ready? It's not right to take the children's bread and toss it to their dogs. That's not a real, like, loving, compassionate statement, right? 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 To me, that's like disrespect to the highest degree. He's looking at her and she's kneeling in front of him and he's like, man, I wish I could give you something. But you would be equated to the dog. I'm here to feed my children. I ain't going to give it to you. Do you see that? Do you see that? I mean, because it's there. If you read it, it's in red, right? And what does she say? What does she say? Yes. Yes. Listen. Listen. Wait for it. But even when they eat the bread, isn't there a little crumb? I think what this whole situation is about, what this whole message is about, is what degree will we go to show that we're serious about something. Because if all of a sudden she ran out, Jesus clapped his hands, all of a sudden, poof, she's magically better, he becomes a genie in a bottle. I think that's one of the greatest problems in the church and in the world today. We want Jesus, we want our relationship with God to be a genie in a bottle, to wherever we rub the genie, he pops up and he says, hello, Master. What 3 prayers do you have? What 3 requests do you have? We think that God is there to serve us. Do you see that? Because as soon as we get our request granted, it goes back in the bottle, we put it back on the shelf until the next time we need Him. And really what He's saying is, you broke down barriers, and you were here and we're having a relationship, we're having a conversation. But He says to His disciples, don't forget the main thing is the main thing, to make sure that we are serving the people who want to have a relationship with God.
Amen.
We're not going to bend to the will of the people. And this lady runs around and says, essentially, I don't want to be a cultural Christian. Like, I don't want to be just a believer. I want to be a disciple and I want to be a follower. Why do I say that? Because He looked at her and said, you don't give bread to dogs. Like, just try that if you're going to get together with your family today. Just say that to somebody. My mom's coming over, right? Could you imagine, like, so my whole family's there, and I can tell my mom and stepdad, hey, guess what? We all going to eat. Our family's going to eat. But when we're done, you can, like, when you clean off the scraps, you can eat that. You know what my mom would tell me? This morning, we had a fill in blank. I would have to fill in like some of the things she may say to me. Probably sounds something like, I brought you into this world. But she was not to be dissuaded. Jesus answered. 4 words. Take away 1. 4 words. You have great faith. And her daughter was healed of that very hour. It's Mother's Day, and you say, well, this doesn't really sound like a Mother's Day message. It's because every message that we hear needs to be about God.
Amen. Yeah.
When we lift Him high, and we talk about the characteristics of Him, we can then project them onto our mothers. The reason it's not just going to be a Mother's Day message is because some people don't have great moms. Right? So if we start saying, God is this, and you go, well, He must be a loser because my mom was a loser. God is a good, good Father.
Yes.
So what happens? Listen to this. Listen to this. Don't miss this. This is the whole message of being a fully devoted follower of Jesus Christ. Culture tells you one thing. Culture of that time said the message is just for the Israelites. So we're not going to take what's meant for the Israelites and turn around and give it to somebody who's not an Israelite. She didn't ask to belly up to the bar and ask for a piece of bread. Did you notice that? She didn't say, well, Jesus, me and the ACLU, we're going to come after you. That's the American Civil Liberties Union, right? Jesus, you're discriminating me because I'm not just a Canaanite, but I'm a woman, and we're going to sue you for as much as we can. We want you to make sure that I'm an Israelite. I mean, I may be a Canaanite, but, in my heart and mind, I feel like I'm an Israelite. Should she be able to serve me? What does she ask for? She didn't ask to be on equal footing with the Israelites. What does she ask for? She didn't ask for a loaf of bread. She said, after you do what you're going to do, anything that's left over. Nobody asks for leftovers. Do you? Well, okay. It's a great litmus test. When you go out to dinner today, don't order from the menu. Oh, you mean yeah, no, I'm serious. Nobody, you say, no, hey, I got a question. Instead of giving me a menu, could you actually just take me back to where the dirty dishes are? And maybe I could just choose what I want to eat from there? Now we get real, right? That's what she's asking for. Because she knew in the very essence of who she was that just a little scrap, just a little bit, was going to be more than enough. It was going to be more than enough. So here's the challenge. Here's the response time. As I know, we all have problems. Amen? Amen. For those of you who didn't amen, you better be ready because you're getting ready to have problems. And what you got to realize is that if we seek long and hard after God, just the scraps of His grace, just the leftovers of His love, it's revolutionary. Anybody believe that? Yes. And when you have a relationship with Jesus Christ, you don't ask for the greatest and the best. You're like, you don't look at me, God. I am, oh, what a wretched man that I am. I am toe up from the floor up. I will open the closet and tell you all my skeletons. You'll say, no wonder they said no when they wanted to ordain you as a pastor. I know! But this is what happens when you stare straight into the holiness of God. When you look straight into the holiness of God, you go, ooh, okay, that's what perfection looks like. And I'm nowhere near that. And as we lift God high and lift it up, and we realize, look at me, oh, what a wretched person I am. Who's going to save me? Our expanse of that is our understanding of grace. Do you get that? Yes. And then what happens is, look at me, toe up from the floor. You are a perfect God. And He goes, whoop. And He flips it. And you go, now why do I want to have a relationship with Jesus Christ? Why do I want to be part of a church? Because it's the only place where I can embrace my brokenness, take off the mask, tell you my hurts, what scares me, my biggest fears, my greatest failures. We all do that together. Then there's a sanctifying grace that comes. And somehow we're loved and accepted. That's the message of Christianity. That's the message of what it means to be a fully devoted follower of Jesus Christ. That's what's going on in Matthew chapter 15. So here's the challenge. What do we do when we're faced with problems? Do we give up? What do we do when we're not just faced with problems, but when we pray about it and we see an open rebuke from other believers, from other people? Do we just cash in the chips and say, I tried? Do we continue to push on and press on? I'm not here to tell you that, in this story, it's a happy ending, right? At that moment, the demon-possessed girl was healed. I've talked to a lot of people, and the sickness didn't go away. Right? The house still burnt down. The spouse still left. Your life didn't get markedly better. What do? You give up? Or you just make it over the next hill? You just continue the next mile. And know that the victory may not necessarily come in this life. There's one that come after this. And each of us, one day at a time, one step at a time. And to the very last thing, the very first words we hear when we cross over into heaven. Well done.